From extravagant $10,000 shiny inventories that could easily be traded for a down payment on a mansion, to simple yet clean loadouts, we're going to be going over the absolute best inventories at CS2's most recent tournament, Katowice 2025. All of that right after a word from today's sponsor, which is SkinPlace. SkinPlace is a platform where you can sell skins instantly and easily withdraw your money. All you need to do is log in with Steam, select the skins you want to sell, enter your withdrawal method, PayPal, cryptocurrency, and even more are available. And don't forget to use my promo code DNB to get a bonus on your first sale. The whole thing took me about 4 minutes to sell my skins, so it's actually really fast and reliable. SkinPlace is also having a New Year's event right now, so come in daily, collect points, and exchange them for gifts. And of course, try your luck in the giveaway for the M9 Fade worth $2,000. Don't forget to use my code DNB and good luck. Follow the link to SkinPlace in the description and the pinned comment below. Now, here's my 3 absolute favorite loadouts that I've seen out of all of the matches recently, and make sure you stick around for the last one because it is definitely the most interesting. For the first combo, we have Ropz from Vitality, and the reason why I picked this combo is because it is pretty interesting to me how he went from phase to Vitality, but he still actually ended up keeping his all red loadout. And I actually really like this loadout, even though of course it is very expensive. It is one of my favorite ones that I've seen in a long time, and Ropz definitely has taste. So Vitality Ropz is rocking a Karambit Ruby, which is worth around $8,500, some Crimson Kimonos, which are worth around $2,600, but I'm pretty sure that these are a really good tier. These might be tier 1 max reds, so they would definitely be worth a lot more if they actually are tier 1 reds. And for his Deagle, of course, he's rocking the Desert Eagle Blaze, and what I find pretty interesting about this one is that there are actually no stickers on this. It is just that one really cool looking charm that matches the Deagle a lot, but it is actually not very expensive. Then we've got the AK, which is the AK Bloodsport with 4 ROP stickers on them, and this is worth around $300. Obviously, these stickers are worth way more than that, but we are using the baseline of 10% added value for stickers, so this AK would be worth around $300. And honestly, if I were rating this combo, I would probably rate it like a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. It is just incredibly clean, max red, pretty much the most red you can get without getting just a like bigger knife that is a ruby. Maybe an M9 ruby would look a little bit better, but in my opinion, if you're going for a red inventory and you don't really have a budget, this is the one to go for. Next up, we have FaZe Elige, and this one might be surprising to some people. Elige is rocking a default Karambit with default gloves, and all of Elige's other skins are completely default. Elige actually doesn't own any other skins but vanilla knives. Now granted, if we take a look at his inventory, he does own a lot of vanilla knives, so it's not like he doesn't spend any money on the game or anything like that, but this default Karambit is worth around $1,400, and that is all that he was rocking this whole entire major. Just $1,400 in his loadout, which is kind of crazy considering that some pros have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of skins in their inventories. This is a pretty big flex to be one of the best players right now in the league and only use default and vanilla skins. Definitely make sure to let me know down in the comments below if you like this combo. I personally think that it's really cool, and Elige is doing something different just by not having skins, and I think that it's commendable that he can ask pretty much anyone he wants to borrow skins from them like how most pros do, although he chooses not to. It's almost like he's showing people that you don't need skins to be a good player, and I really respect that. I actually think that this loadout is incredibly clean. Now this next and final loadout is definitely the craziest and most extravagant one, and it comes from a very well-known Team Spirit player that I'm sure most of you are familiar with, and that is of course Donk. Just recently at Katowice 2025, Donk was running this extremely expensive loadout with a butterfly knife emerald, which is worth around $15,000. These sports gloves hedge maze, which are worth about $11,000. So that's almost $30,000 right here in the knife and gloves alone. And if we take a look at this AK, it's kind of a shame because it doesn't really match, but it is a StatTrak AK Redline with 4 times Katowice 2014 papers on them. And this skin right here is worth around $1,600, taking these stickers into consideration. And honestly, this whole inventory is just a massive flex. Donk is also running an M4 blue phosphor, which also is around $560. Although the craziest part about this whole entire loadout is not even the skins that are insanely expensive. Now, don't get me wrong, this butterfly knife with these gloves are very nice, and they do look really good. And not to mention this AK with 4 2014 reasons on it, it definitely looks really good and is a pretty historical skin. Although my favorite skin in this whole entire loadout is only worth just about 64 cents. And that is Donk's Glock. Now, if you're looking at it from this angle, it doesn't look like anything special. It is just a normal candy apple until you look at the craft on it. And obviously, if you read this craft, it says Sigma Donk, which is one of the craziest things that I've ever seen on a pro's weapon before. Donk is using the sticker craft update to his full advantage, and it is definitely clear by looking at this Glock. This is the Glock that he is gushing heads with in the pro scene, and he is completely embarrassing other pro players using this Sigma Donk Glock. And honestly, it's kind of crazy to me how this Glock, to me at least, is cooler than the Butterfly Emerald. I just think that it has so much personality, and you can tell that he definitely crafted this himself. And honestly, I just think that this is my favorite loadout of the whole entire major because it matches so incredibly well. Obviously not with the AK, but Donk also does sometimes use an AK Wild Lotus, which would go with the loadout. But I think, in my personal opinion, that Donk decided to use the red line to match with the candy apple because he had to use this Glock. There's no way that he wasn't going to use this one, and it looks like it's been bringing him pretty good luck since at the time of filming this video, Spirit and Donk, of course, are in the grand final, and they will be playing tomorrow against Vitality. So hopefully this Glock can bring Donk some more luck. And that is a wrap on some of the craziest, cleanest, and most expensive inventories we've seen at Katowice 2025. From Donk flexing a literal down payment on a house, to Aleksib proving that a default loadout can definitely be a flex. But now I want to hear from you guys. If you've been watching the event, I want to know whose loadout was your favorite. Are you team $15,000 butterfly, or do you respect the default approach that Aleksib has taken? Drop a comment below and let me know what your dream loadout would be. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like so that you can let the algorithm know that this was a good video and it will show it to even more people. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. And by the way guys, we now have a Discord where I am doing a ton of giveaways. The most recent giveaway winner was actually just picked last week, and I will be doing a new giveaway next week. So if that is something that you are interested in, definitely make sure to join. The link will be down in the description below. It is also just a really cool place to hang out and talk with like-minded people, and also stay in the know about news relating to CS2, as I post most of the stuff that I make videos about in the Discord beforehand. Also, YouTube tells me that up to 90% of people watching this video right now are not subscribed. So if you just checked and you aren't, please make sure to hit that sub button and click the bell so that you never miss another upload. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. It really means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.